Yo, what up? What's happening? You already know what it is. It's your guy, Fatty. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. Gia, and we up in this thing. You know what I'm talking about? So, real quick, go subscribe to the channel and hit the like bell or the dislike. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own opinion. I ain't looking for everybody to like every video or agree with every video. Let me know your opinion. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna give you my opinion from you know what I'm saying, how it was for me in there when I lived in there. I lived in there in Ohio in Ohio prisons. So that's how it was for me. Life inside of prisons can be different for people. Like I know people who, like I said, the child molesters, some of the stuff that they go through. And somebody sent me a comment saying that rape is rape about the people who raping the child molesters. That should be, yeah. And rape is rape. Rape is a bad thing. Rape is a horrible thing. Something that I never do. Something that I have never done. You know what I'm saying? Or entertain the thought of doing. But it is. I mean, for me, I don't mind it happening to the pedophiles, the child molesters. If that's what's happening to them, all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. But I really don't. I don't condone just preying on the weak, preying on somebody that's weak or vulnerable and taking it. But that's my opinion. A lot of people ain't gonna agree with that, but that's how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. Outside looking inside. Now I'm outside and I'm about to let y'all know what's going on inside. You feel me? Bam. I got this book from Lim Bob. He's still incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? But this part 3, Son of a Pimp. This Lynn, that's his pops. You feel me? It's a good read. This part 3. This part 3. They on Amazon. Go on, get in there. Got a little pictures and everything. A couple pictures explaining who certain people is and visit room pictures and stuff. So check that out. Check that out if you like. You feel me? Outside looking inside. We for the people. Lynn a good guy too. You know what I'm saying? I really mess with this dude. If you go back to some of my older videos, you will see I done did a couple videos with Lynn. A video visit where we was talking and we did one over the phone. That was like when I first came home. So yeah, Lynn Bob. Um, What else? Oh, they asked like somebody wanted to know what's the best programs to take to like ensure parole. So for me, with anybody who got to go see the parole, no program is not a good program to take. You know what I'm saying? But I would say it depends on the crime that you're incarcerated for. So like if you incarcerated for drugs, then of course you want to make sure that you check off every drug program that the institution have to offer. Intensive outpatient, go to AA meetings and get paper signed. Like they got all this stuff in there. Like me personally, what I did for myself, I found out that I was a pod porter, so that's like a janitor. I go around sweeping, mopping the dorm and stuff like that, wiping off the ice machine, stuff like that. So I found out that the COs that worked on my pod was my supervisors in so many words. So with them being my supervisors, then I can go to them and get job evaluations. So every month, like clockwork, I do my job. I'm showing up on time. I'm doing my job. It really wasn't nothing. Like if I get out there and do my job, it'll be over with, lickety split. So I go out there and do it without having to get told to do it or nothing. And then I'm going to them at the end of the month with a paper. Hey, can you give me an evaluation on this month, my month's work performance? So now they writing down, always showed up on time, excellent worker, boom, 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 this type of stuff. And I got these things, and every month I'm getting them, and I'm taking them to my case manager. Can you put this in my file? Can you put this in my file? If I go to a program and I graduate the program and I get a certificate, I'm going to my case manager. Can you put this on my file? I'm putting everything on my file. To the point, man, I was taking every single class that they put out. Every single thing that they put out. Because where I was, this was in Richland. In Richland, correctional institution in Ohio, they got so much stuff. I mean, like if you find yourself in prison in Richland Correctional Institution, they have things in there that you can take to better your life for when you come home. So you can come home and you ain't gotta live how you was living. You ain't gotta come home and sell drugs. Period. If you don't want to. If you get in there and utilize your time, it's a lot of dudes that get in there that, and I was like that too in the beginning of my bid, but I couldn't see the light of the day. I was doing a 18 to life sentence. So in the beginning, I was really just trying to establish myself and make sure that you know what I'm saying, booty bandits wasn't about to even look my way, or jack boys wasn't about to take my stuff or nothing. I was just trying to establish myself as I'm gonna be here for a minute, and I ain't going for nothing. So I was on that type of time for like 8 years, and then too, I was smoking water too, on the streets, running around. I was smoking water, so I was fried. I was a little fried dude, and I was about that. I was about it, but I was cool. It was just when I got to prison, um, I never had been to prison. I just saw movies. I just knew you know what I'm saying? I knew the stories about people getting raped and people committing suicide and people killing themselves and all this type of stuff. And it was just like, I ain't about to kill myself. I don't care what nobody say, what it look like in the end. If something happened to me and they say it's suicide, that's a damn lie. Don't ever believe that. So I ain't about to kill myself. I ain't about to do none of the little I mean, none of it. I'm just gonna stand on all 10, and then it is what it is. That's why I say my story, my story. I had to go through it the way that I went through it. Of course, if I can go back in time and change a bunch of stuff, I would. But since I know that I can't, and I'm living in reality, then I know that that's my story. So I'm here. I probably went through that back there for right now, for what I'm sitting on here talking about right now. Somebody might get this and it might help them, and it might change their life. It might change their way of thinking about people that's been incarcerated. Because I was incarcerated I was incarcerated for 22 and a half years. For 22 and a half years, yeah, I was in. So, and a lot of people wouldn't even know that unless I just say it, you feel me? But yeah, I went in young and I was wilding. Luckily, I got on track with people like Lynn Bob. When I met Lynn Bob, and Legs, my other guy. He passed away, R.I.P. Diamond. I had an interview with Legs. I'm mad. I'm sick. I ain't had no backup on my phone, and the phone kicked it out. So if somebody know how to help me retrieve stuff that got kicked out of my phone, jump in my comments and holler at me. If you've been incarcerated, or if you got a loved one that's incarcerated and you got some questions, shoot me a comment. Let me know. We probably can hop on here and do the split screen, and we can talk like that live. You feel me? Let's get it popping. Whatever y'all want to know. Hold it. Drop my paper down. Hold up. All right. It say, do I regret growing up the way that I did? That's what somebody wanted to know. I mean, that's kind of like what I was just saying. My story is my story. I went through the stuff that I went through because I had to. I don't even know if it was for me yet. It probably for somebody else to learn from and grow from. But regrets, I got some stuff that I regret doing that I do. Yeah, I do. I do, but no, it is what it is. It is what it is. You feel me? Uh, how do you feel about coming home from a long incarceration into a full-fledged committed relationship? Oh, oh. So, dang, I probably got to do a whole thing about relationships because That's a good one. That's a real good one. How do I feel about come home? So listen, I mean, like a dude, a heterosexual or however sexual a person is, you know what I'm saying? When they in coming home from incarceration, that's like what's at the forefront of a lot of people' mind. Some people got money, then that. Some people got that, then money, or you know what I'm saying. But it's right there. It's a close neck and neck. You feel me? Family and then that, and you know it. But yeah, it's in there, top three at least. So I just feel like communication, conversation. Don't let don't let a person. So like, if you on the streets and you dealing with somebody that's incarcerated, don't waste that time with all the lovey dovey, with all the yeah, don't waste that time with all the lovey dovey. Let's talk about the future. Let's plan for the future. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? How we gonna do it? What do we need to do? Do you know how to do that? Is it something that I can get you and send you so you can learn how to do it or read up on it? And I'm gonna read up on it and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And then let the lovey dovey be organic because it's gonna be lovey dovey, but everything can't be wasted on the lovey dovey and the kissy facey. You feel me? Um, Even though in there that's it's easy to get caught up on that because in there it's just a whole bunch of mean mugs, pushes and shoves. It ain't a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, men showing they vulnerable, like men showing they vulnerable, like men, you feel me, showing a vulnerable side, but vulnerability is getting shown. But if you seeing what I'm saying, like it ain't a bunch of that. It ain't a bunch of that. It's a whole bunch of mass. It's a whole bunch of little boys that's scared for real with the you feel me? So yeah, that's just my quick advice for that. Cause there's a lot of stuff that could be said. But yeah, that's just my quick one. That's just my quick hit for that. That's my quick hit. I'm probably gonna definitely have to do something, and I already knew I was gonna have to do something talking about relationships. Relationships is hard anyway, even without the prison aspect of it, even with nobody even been going to prison. Like a relationship is a relationship. You got to be compatible with the person that you with. You got to be able to listen, just like you want to talk. Just like you want to talk, you got to be able to listen. You got to be able to. I mean, it's so much. So I don't really want to get caught up on that. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna do something about relationships. You feel me? Because I got something to say. You hates me. Hey, outside looking inside, surviving prison with your guy. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Like, or don't like. But if you then don't like, then get with me, holla at me. We'll be back. You hates me. Hey, oh, what I did last time, I think I shot a couple of bingy.